Alright everybody, what's going on? It's Jack and welcome back to another video and happy hump day to everybody. I hope everybody's being safe out there and I hope everybody's having a good week. So I want to spend the first couple of minutes on this video talking about the new leaks when it comes to Call of Duty 2020 by a guy named Victor Z. And then after a few minutes, for those of you guys that don't want to hear anything else that I have to say, I'm going to say I'm going to be keeping it real right after the first 2 minutes. So it's going to be one of those videos, guys. So for those of you guys that don't mind that, hope you guys stick around. For those of you guys that do, hope you guys have a wonderful day after the next few minutes or so. So let's get on to the 2020 COD 2020 news. So a guy named that goes by Victor Z, who has actually been basically leaking stuff about Modern Warfare 2019 before Modern Warfare 2019 was even leaked, has come out again and leaked something about the new game, or a few details about the new game. I'm going to leave a link into Thunder's video because he goes a little bit more in depth than I will, but long story short, in order to not waste your guys' time, there is a pretty good chance that the game itself, according to this guy, will basically, COD 2020 is basically going to play like Modern Warfare 2.0, except it's going to be with the Treyarch engine. So does that mean that we're going to get Summit, Firing Range, and a couple of these other maps with doors and safe spaces and skill-based matchmaking, no dead silence, the skill-based matchmaking patent that we have months and months to talk about, basically buy microtransactions and get into easier lobbies? Is that what it's going to be? Are we going to get more tactical? Are we going to not have score streaks and we're going to have kill streaks instead and all that kind of stuff? Like, is it going to be a quote-unquote extremely tactical version of a Treyarch Call of Duty game? So, and as you guys know, I am not a fan of tactical shooters. I like arcade first-person shooters, or like Call of Duty, or what Call of Duty was before Modern Warfare 2019, or I like a game that promotes movement. I like faster-paced games. I enjoy games that have a certain element into them, and games like Rainbow Six Siege, even though I have a lot of high respect for them, games like Battle Royale, even though I respect the genre greatly in terms of the amount of success that it has accumulated over the last few years especially, and what it's done for other content creators out there and streamers alike, a lot of respect for the genre and its players, as well as the viewers that like that sort of thing. But for me personally, this is not my cup of tea. I don't like... You guys already know by now, whether you're new or whether you've been here for a long time, you guys know that that's not really my cup of tea, and I've gone over that time and time again. But when it comes to tactical first-person shooters, it just really isn't my thing, and I don't really enjoy what Call of Duty 2019 brought to the table, and that's why I haven't posted anything about it. That's why I haven't even been playing it. But I have been talking about it, but I've been using Call of Duty gameplay in the background. Well, here's the thing: using older Call of Duty gameplays in the background, and this is where I start to get real. Using Call of Duty gameplay in the background is something that I know I cannot do forever. Because a game like this that's already 4 years old, it's only going to be a matter of time before it gets more and more stale. Could I keep playing it? Sure. Could I get even better at it than I already am? Sure. But at the same time, it's very important to basically keep things fresh on the channel and to keep from getting stale. Now, the traditional gameplay commentaries, which there's been plenty of you that actually have been saying the kindest things. Some of you have been here for a long time and been saying the kindest things in terms of my commentary. I personally don't think I do anything special. I just do uncut gameplay commentaries. I kind of just put the mic on and record over the gameplay, and I speak my mind, basically, as if you guys were standing right in front of me and as if we were having a conversation. Simple as that. But when it comes to the gameplay in the background, if Call of Duty really does go in that direction to where it's going to be like Modern Warfare 2.0, and this is the direction that Call of Duty is going to head in, and if this is the direction that the franchise is going to head in, I am sorry to say that I can't, in terms of gameplay in the background, until Call of Duty goes back to what it was, or not back to what it was, but let's say it just goes back to, like, being an arcade first-person shooter that it's supposed to be, which is fun for me personally. I can't really buy the game because it's not going to be fun. I mean, I already regret purchasing Modern Warfare 2019, even though after the beta I knew the game was going to be shit. But I said, you know what, just give the game another shot. You went through this with Infinite Warfare, except Infinite Warfare you had some fun, but you just got on the hate wagon. But the thing is, it's like let's give the game a legit shot and let's be real. So, and after doing that and after wasting $60 on it, it's my biggest regret. When it comes to Call of Duty purchases, Modern Warfare 2019 is my biggest regret of a $60 purchase. And thank God that I wasn't, like nearly broke, because I would have been 10 times more pissed off because I would have been completely broke. But the thing is that, from a gameplay standpoint, I'm not going to take my channel in a direction to where I'm forcing myself to play a game for video views. or for popularity or whatnot, and to end up being a corrupt liar, because that's what I'm seeing a lot of the Call of Duty community be as time goes on. There are other channels out there that basically are not really, they use Call of Duty gameplay in the background, but they don't talk about Call of Duty, and that's awesome for them. I seriously don't think I can get away with that. For those of you guys that have been here a while, you guys can let me know whether or not I can. I seriously doubt I can do it. I'm not going to be, I don't think personally that I would, I don't want to be like a roasting or a drama channel, but I mean, if there was something else that I could get away with talking about, I would do it, especially in the direction that Call of Duty's been going lately. But the thing is, because of the popularity of Call of Duty and the way I have relied on Call of Duty over the channel, there might be a possibility that if COD 2020 ends up being this way, according to the rumors, I might have to make a change on the channel in terms of the game that I decide to post, and even what I decide to talk about, because it really doesn't make sense to talk about Call of Duty if you don't have Call of Duty gameplay in the background. And even when it comes to older Call of Duties, and again, I won't be able to get away with that for much longer. And again, I love Infinite Warfare. Black Ops 4 is fun on occasion now. It used to be more fun before all the DLC weapons. But it used to be, yeah, it was a lot more fun before the DLC weapons. But long story short, the older Call of Duties can only keep my attention for so long, and we're only going to be craving new games, right? Like, as a gamer that I am and the content creator that I am, we always crave that something new. We can only stick with the old stuff for so long, and Call of Duty games just don't really have a longevity beyond 6 months to a year, depending on the person that decides to play them. And for some Call of Duties, again, if they go beyond a year or 2 years, they're not being played as much as they once were, because we've been there, we've done that, we want something new from both a player standpoint as well as a viewer standpoint and content creator standpoint. So, and the thing is, again, I'm going to be realer than most YouTubers at this point right now. I'm going to talk about clickbait for a second. Now, for those of you guys that have been paying a little bit more attention, I have been cleverly, quote unquote, cleverly titling my videos. One of the reasons for this is because I've been experimenting. Experiment number one started with me not using tags in my videos before I upload them, which is something that a lot of YouTubers like say, no, you got to use tags and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. I've been using, except for the last couple of months or so, or a month and a half, I have always been using tags up until the last 6 to 8 weeks or so. And guess what? Look at my video views over the last 6 to 8 weeks, and you'll see that my views have actually gone up. But it also basically proves that it's all about the video title. So I'm like, okay, if I were, like, take my latest video before this one, for example, right? Let's see. I'm going to look at my videos here. What's it called? Let's see. Skill-based matchmaking returning in COD 2020. Now, if I were to title that video, skill-based matchmaking possibly returning in COD 2020, or my opinions on skill-based matchmaking possibly returning in Call of Duty 2020, I can guarantee you I wouldn't even get half of the amount of views on that video, simply because of the way the title is titled. So in a sense, I've been experimenting with, I don't know, I don't even know if you can call it clickbait, because quite frankly, I have been talking about what the video title suggests. And I let that be known within the first minute of the video. I basically say, hey, what's up guys, it's Jack, welcome back. And in this video, I want to talk about my opinions about the possibility of skill-based matchmaking returning in Call of Duty 2020, which definitely seems to have a high probability. But the video itself doesn't say my opinion or possibly. So I have to title the video cleverly to basically try to get more people on the channel, because that's the kind of title that is quote unquote hot and would get more people's attention and yada yada yada. And look at my channel. Simply because of that experiment, look at my channel growth over the last few weeks in comparison to before. Before, those of you guys that are brand new that have been coming around, guess what happened? I was averaging anywhere from 40 to 60 views on every single one of my videos. If you don't believe me, scroll back and you can see. Scroll back to a few months ago or even beyond that, and you will see this channel was basically dead. And what did I do? I kind of got a little quote unquote clickbaity. Some people will say it's clickbait, some people will say it's not, and some people will say, well, it just depends on how far you go with it by each title of the video. But rest assured, in terms of what I say in the video does relate to the title. So it's not like it's not like I clickbait to the point to where it's like, Call of Duty 2020 skill-based matchmaking, and then all of a sudden the video itself is talking about the Keanu Reeves sequel to The Matrix or whatnot. You know what I mean? It's not like that. So, but the thing is that this is what YouTube and Call of Duty have become. And quite frankly, even though I've gotten some success by being clever with my titles, the thing is none of this will last very long, because number one, I'm a person that likes to keep it 100% real. And number two, if Call of Duty takes the turn that Victor Z is suggesting it's taking and rumored, then I won't be playing Call of Duty 2020. So therefore, I can't really be talking about Call of Duty 2020 if Call of Duty gameplay is not in the background. Simple as that. So in that aspect, I might actually have to make a change on my channel. And again, like I said earlier, gameplay commentaries are going to be something that will stick around. It's what I do here. It's what this channel has always been about. And I plan on that staying. However, the game itself might change, or the platform itself might change. I might make a transition to PC. Halo Infinite, even though I don't know a damn thing about the game, and well, even though there's been little to nothing revealed about the game, at least officially, that game, according to leaks and rumors and what some other Halo content creators have been saying, is looking and sounding more and more juicy. And if the game ends up being as good as I'm hoping it will be, and as fun as I'm hoping it will be, I have absolutely no problem. I can tell you this right now, and some of you guys are not going to want to hear this, but again, I'm keeping it real. I have absolutely no problem changing from Call of Duty to Halo, either on a permanent basis or until Call of Duty gets its head out of its ass and goes back into being an arcade first-person shooter like it's supposed to be, instead of the tactical shooter that it seems to be turning into nowadays, with the skill-based matchmaking, with the doors and the patent and everything in between. Like buying microtransactions will give you easier lobbies, which has already been proven to be a thing. And then you got some of these other YouTubers or whatnot, some of these big YouTubers. Now, I'm not saying that they're not good at the game, as some of these guys, but some of these guys seem to be. But I'm just saying, like, you know, there's also a theory going out around there that, hey, maybe Activision doesn't, maybe the skill-based matchmaking doesn't apply to these people by algorithm or whatnot. Just like basically, like these guys get like treatment to go over there and to check out the game before it comes out and get footage and stuff like that. Hey, maybe part of the reward is, hey, you guys get easier lobbies than everybody else. Maybe the skill-based matchmaking won't apply to you. So in terms of everything that is proven to be true, as well as the theories as well, and in terms of the way the Call of Duty franchise seems to be headed, I really don't want to be a part of that, to be honest. If it continues to go this way, it would be really unhealthy to be a part of that. Now, if the game itself were to be fun, I would just mention, I would continue doing what I'm doing, and if everything ends up being completely false, or if the game is playable, and if it's not going to be like Modern Warfare 2019, if it's going to be something that's actually playable and it's something that I enjoy playing, at least to the same degree that I enjoyed, like, let's say at least Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3 or this game here, then okay, fine, same old business as usual, right? But if it's going to be like it's being suggested and leaked and rumored, then what is the point of somebody that wants to keep it real to stick around? I don't want to end up being like some of these other people, and I'm not gonna name anybody or anything like that. I don't want to do that. But you guys, for those of you guys that have been around long enough, you guys know who the legit people are and who the legit people are not, and who the bullshitters are, who the bullshitters are not. And I don't want to keep relying on being quote-unquote clever, or taking it to the next level from cleverly titling my videos to all of a sudden blatantly lying to my fan base and saying that this game is the best Call of Duty game ever when it apparently is a piece of shit instead. I don't want to turn into that. So, and at the same time, I want to have fun playing what I'm playing, as opposed to forcing myself to play a game to try to get views on it, because my channel's been relying on the game franchise for years now, and I don't want to take a turn for that. But anyway, that's all I got for this one, guys. I just wanted to keep it real with you guys, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary for what it was. Let me know down in the comment section, what will you do if it turns into Modern Warfare 2.0? And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Jack, signing off.